Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. A quick update on my TCA Peel. This is day number 2. I have just got out of the shower, so I have not put any aftercare on this. I cleansed this with a very gentle cleanser. It's the La Roche-Posay cleanser. I will link it down in the description box if you are interested. At this point, go and watch this video right here. This is me talking about it, and this is just a update for day 2. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet and you are like, what in the world is this chick talking about, throw me a big thumbs up. Watch that video that I attached that card to. This will make a lot more sense. With that, let's really jump into day 2 as far as aftercare, what I'm avoiding, and how I'm treating this TCA chemical peel. After you do your TCA peel, for me, I am just a greasy, oily, goopy-goppy mess for a good week. So I wear old clothes, and I just pin this down with 2 little bobby pins here, as you can see, to just keep it off of my neck. I don't want anything rubbing on my neck. I really want this to just be able to breathe. And as you can see, it's really starting to darken up. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. All of this is normal. And I'll come up into the camera and hope that you can see kind of how the skin is just getting really tight. I mean, it is where it's kind of folding right there. It is just getting really tight. And this will continue to get, excuse me, tight. You'll see over the next few days, it will just shrivel up. It will look like just leathery, old, dead skin, because the skin that this TCA chemical peel has burnt, the skin underneath that has coagulated. It causes that skin on top to lift off. And in lifting off, it takes a layer of your hyperpigmentation with it. So that's why a lot of people like Platinum Skincare, med spas, dermatologists, estheticians really recommend a series of TCA peels, because if you have years and years of pigmentation on your skin, one TCA peel is just going to lift off that top layer. Then the pigmentation that's in the skin is so deep from years and years of neglecting the skin. Each time you kind of shed a layer, it just causes that pigment to come to the surface. And the more series of these peels you do, the better results that you will get. So this is just the beginning. But as I mentioned, to catch you guys up, same thing for day 2. This morning, I am really just keeping my emu oil on it. I reapply that many times throughout the day. This morning, when I woke up, I used that same gentle cleanser. You know, I am not rubbing the skin. I put that cleanser on there and really just kind of pat in. I rinse it with cool water, put my emu oil on. I leave that emu oil on for, you know, all day. I just reapply it 3 or 4 times. I want to keep this moist for a couple of reasons. Number 1, keeping it moist and not allowing it to dry out really does help with the itching, because you do not want to break the skin. You don't want to itch it, scratch it. You don't want to disrupt the natural process that it's doing on its own. And by keeping it moist, it just allows, because the skin is drying out and it's getting, you know, just, it's drying out. So it's feeling really tight. And by keeping it moist, it keeps it from feeling and being so tight. And number 2, it also helps with the itching, because this does itch. It's not unbearable by no means, but it does itch. You don't want to scratch it. So keeping that emu oil on it really does those 2 things. Now, what I'm going to do now, because I have just cleansed this, is I'm going to go in with my Precure Skin Utility Ointment. I talked about this in that other video that I shared with you all. And I just get a generous amount, kind of rub it between my fingers. And again, I am just going to pat this on the skin with a very, very gentle hand. I'm just making sure to get all of the area, so you can kind of see right there how dry that's becoming. But keeping a very generous amount of this on the skin. Going back to, you are going to be a greasy, oily, goppy disaster of a mess for many, many days. That's why it's so important to plan accordingly. And I'm just keeping this area very, very well moisturized. At no point do I want this to be dry, for those reasons that I addressed. So this is day 2, and you can really see how it's darkening, and it's just going to progress over the next couple of days, and eventually I will show you guys in videos. I'm so excited to show you guys the results of this. But over the next few days, as I document this, you'll just kind of see, like in real time, how much the skin changes from day to day, just following the protocol from Platinum Skincare. Again, I am avoiding all actives. The only thing that I am doing to my skin, the only thing that I will do to my skin for the next 2 weeks, is cleanse my skin with that very gentle cleanser from La Roche-Posay, and I will use emu oil and this skin utility ointment or Aquaphor. That is it. I will avoid everything else. Those 3 things are literally the only things that I will do to my skin. It's very important that I don't do anything that's going to cause this any further irritation. I don't want my skin to get infected or inflamed, and I can avoid that by, number 1, doing my research and understanding the process, and number 2, following protocol from people like Platinum Skincare. This is not affiliated. I bought my own peel from them for about 5 years now, but they just have a lot of professionals that share their opinions and give advice on their website, and I just know that I need to avoid all of those things. So the cleanser, the emu oil, and the pretty much petroleum, however you want to look at it, whether it's the Pre-Cool, Skin Utility Ointment, or Aquaphor, or Vaseline, that is it. I hope you guys had a beautiful Tuesday. I will do another update for you tomorrow, let you guys see how the skin is looking and how it's changing. Before I go to bed, I will put on a big, thick, very generous layer of this ointment, making sure that the skin is very saturated with this, and I will go to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, it'll be the same thing. I will cleanse the skin, put on that emu oil, put on that skin utility ointment, and we will just repeat this process. I will do a video updating you guys, let you know what it's looking like and all that. With that, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.